A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant ruling today, the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has overturned a temporary restraining order that blocked the Trump administration from deploying National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon. This decision allows the federal government to federalize and send National Guard members to the city, a move that has sparked intense debate and controversy. The majority opinion from the court stated that the president likely acted within his legal authority under 10 U.S.C. Section 12406(3), which permits the federalization of the National Guard when the president is unable to execute the laws of the United States with regular forces. This ruling comes after President Trump has made several authorizations to deploy National Guard troops to various American cities, including Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and Chicago, citing the need to protect U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (AC) agents and reduce crime. The decision has been met with mixed reactions, with the Trump administration arguing that the National Guard is necessary to ensure the safety of federal officers amidst ongoing protests. The protests, which have been occurring since June, have seen a variety of actions, some of which have resulted in clashes between demonstrators and federal law enforcement. The federal government claims that these protests have been violent, with reports of assaults on officers using rocks, bricks, and other projectiles. However, local officials and residents have countered that the protests have largely been peaceful and that the situation in Portland has been mischaracterized by the president as war-ravaged and under siege. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek has publicly criticized the president's portrayal of the city, stating that Portland is thriving and that the protests have not posed a significant threat to public safety. The legal battle intensified when U.S. District Court Judge Karen Immergut initially granted a temporary restraining order against the National Guard deployment, arguing that the protests had remained generally peaceful and did not warrant such federal intervention. The Trump administration's appeal to the 9th Circuit argued that the lower court judge had overstepped her bounds by questioning the commander-in-chief's military judgments. The majority of the appellate judges sided with the administration, emphasizing that the president should consider the totality of circumstances when making decisions regarding the deployment of the National Guard. Judge Susan Graber, the dissenting voice on the panel, expressed concerns over the justification for federalizing the National Guard, highlighting the absurdity of labeling Portland as a war zone given the nature of the protests. The ruling has been hailed by White House officials, who assert that it validates the president's authority to protect federal assets and personnel. In contrast, Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield has condemned the decision, warning that it could lead to an alarming precedent of unilateral power for the president to deploy military forces in civilian contexts without sufficient justification. As the situation develops, the implications of this ruling are likely to resonate beyond Portland, potentially influencing how federal and state powers interact in times of civil unrest. The ongoing debate surrounding the deployment of federal forces in American cities continues to be a contentious issue, reflecting broader tensions in the nation's political landscape as the Trump administration navigates its approach to law enforcement and public safety in the face of widespread protests and civil disobedience. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.